But church, God is so good. God is amazing. And this morning, when I woke up and I was looking outside, I want to show you what I saw. It's pretty neat. How's that for a sunrise? Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? And we've got 3 pictures we can kind of scroll through, and you can see the progression of this sunrise as I'm looking out my window. Usually I look to the west in order to see this kind of stuff. It's rare that I get to see it on the east, but it happens. And it was so neat seeing the progression of this sunrise. And I was drinking my coffee and kind of doing some morning prayer time. I felt the Spirit of the Lord speak to me. And I believe what the Lord is saying is that the time of the rising of the sun, S-O-N, not S-U-N, the time of the rising of the sun is coming. And unless you are ready, unless you are watching, unless you are expecting, you're going to miss it. And you're going to miss something very incredibly beautiful that's about to take place. And church, I believe that that's a prophetic word for this nation. I believe that's a prophetic word for this time that we're getting to move into. I was talking with my amazing, gorgeous, redheaded bride this morning, and I said, 2020 was rough. That's when the shaking took place. That's when everything came to a screeching halt. That's when everything that can be shaken was shaken. That's when we lost faith and confidence in so many things that we took for granted. And 2021, I expected a course correction to take place. I'm still looking for that course correction to take place. But 2021 was a weird year. And I cannot believe that we have 3 Sundays left until 2021 comes to a close. And as I'm looking back at 2021 and I'm saying, Lord, what was that all about? I felt the Lord say that that was the time of the sifting. That was the time of the settling out. That was the time of the sorting that was taking place. That was the time in which you decide, are you going to believe and trust and follow the Lord? Or are you going to go with the popular opinion of the world? Are you going to be the one to stand up and say, as for me and my household, you can do what you want. But as for me and my household, these are my values, these are my standards, and I'm going to tattoo them on my arm. Because this is what we are made of. And I will not back down from it. And I believe that the time of 2021 is coming to a close very, very soon. And I believe that we have some people that still need to decide which side of the fence they're on. Because there's not going to be a fence much longer to sit on. You are either all in or you are all out. And as for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. As for me and Lighthouse, I want to speak on behalf of Lighthouse. I want to press in. I don't want to have social club. I don't want to have just fluff. I don't want that anymore. You remember the sermon in which we took and we dumped all that sugar on that amazing, wonderful steak? Such a good steak. You know that our discipleship pastor, actually, after the service, I found her back in the kitchen and she was washing all the sugar off and walking around eating that steak afterwards. I might have gagged a little bit of it from her, and said, give me some of that. It was delicious. I don't want the sugar. I don't want Lighthouse to be fluffy and fat. I want us to be moving and active and in the will of God. I don't know what that means, but I'm declaring it and I'm stating it and I'm asking, church, can we walk together in it? I don't know where the path leads, but we're going to follow the path like we're always saying. Let's follow the path and just take the next natural step. Because we're going to miss the sunrise. And I don't want to miss it. I want to be all up in it. Does that sound good, church? Is that okay?